Newer stuff. Good. And again, at any time, just please feel free to buy a book or two. Okay. First poem, let's travel back in time to the mid-60s, Miami Beach, to the fabulously garish lobby of the Fontainebleau Hotel. The poem is called Fontainebleau Lovers. In the middle of 1,000 proms and formal parties, gawking with my high school buddies, in our flip-flops, paisley shorts and t-shirts, miles from where the 6 of us were staying for the week, the plastic motel key enormous in my pocket, taking refuge from a sea of shrinking tail fins, lizards, coconuts, flamingos, moving through a curving movie set of seaside castles, ancient columns painted onto walls, countless squares of candelabra light bulbs blazing over twisted Paris plaster queens and armless nymphs on pedestals, cushy chairs and sofas set by marble tables, music everywhere and nowhere, Lincoln, Lincoln, Bo Binkin, Banana Fana, Faux Finkin, Fee-Fi, Mo Minkin, Lincoln. I saw her tripping on the spacious faux stone steps of the staircase leading nowhere, orange sheaf of satin clinging to her skin as an ocean breeze caresses land and takes its shape, candy-colored, warm and blonde, sleek and graceful, even as she fell. And I caught her and said, let's walk up and down together, up to nowhere, down to lobby, her smell of suntan oil, the sea foam in her hair, Penelope, Penny, Penny, Bo Benny, Banana Fana, Faux Fenny, Fee-Fi, Mo Many, Penny. Hour-long minutes standing at the bottom step, frozen to each other, like Bernini imitations in the lobby. Our words were holding hands and locking eyes before, my friends are waiting. And she squeezed my hand, then hurried to a group across the lobby and left an imprint of her fingerprints on mine. Eisen Myo is a Japanese Buddhist god that transforms love to enlightenment. And my next poem is called My Lover Sometimes Masquerades as Eisen Myo. My lover sometimes masquerades as Eisen Myo. My good fortune that she takes a female form, that her arms enfold as 6 arms would, to wrap me in her third eye swampy delta, transform it into ocean's lust for shore, like Eisen Myo transforms the lust for worldly things to sweet enlightenment. Where are flaming arrows now, replaced by eyesight? Skimmer song emerges from the din of water flay, and still I hear its echoes echo in my lover's tidal sway. The next poem is about an automobile accident, and it's called The Walkaway. And you'll actually find The Walkaway in the fall 2008 issue of Acapella Zoo, so check it out. Okay, The Walkaway. He walks away without a scratch, upended car impressed against a tree, transitioned from the flash of dream world dead, dissecting tires and piston trickle near, his face and hands inflamed with fear of ceasing movement, freeze of jagged branch mosaic, tumbles with his skidding tug of seatbelt round, around a crack in snakeskin windshield fallen stiff, caressed by weeping blood is why he's here, is why he's here. Who cares whose turn it is to turn away and still to see the mall of dead, the scrum of auto parts and duck-blind ducking, hurtled arrows, aching screams of stopping, wake, awake, awake to stagnant cipher, toasted sweetness, reek of drunken leaves and peat, becomes a thing that neither touches nor is touched, eternity in an instant in eternity, and then the real. He walks away, a different me in him, a me exhausted but inflexible, drained of mystery, stripped of all impeding them and theirs. Okay, The Mousterian culture of the Neanderthals flourished worldwide between 250,000 and 35,000 years ago. It's more than 200 years. Now, the origins of this poem is a bad pun I made, conflating the Mousterians and a mid-60s proto-grunge rock group called Question Mark and the Mysterians, whose one hit was 96 Tears. So the poem is called A Question Mark About the Mousterians. See, Mysterians, Mousterians. Okay. Well, hopefully the poem's better than the pun. And there's another one that's been published. It was in the spring 2009 issue of Slant. So here's a question mark about the Mousterians. We can't remember why they failed, so we imagine many tales. Extinct from years of interbreeding, their DNA randomly floats in our genome mead. Or in a worldwide species war, our longer limbs impaled their shorter ones. After hundreds of thousands of summers of sameness, they failed to learn new ways when ice came south. Or gradual dwindling from a minor handicap in the peaceful fight for scraps of food. Their men and women stalked big game together. Our men pursued the larger brutes while women gathered nuts and fruit. In a dance of death, they stabbed their prey. We harpooned ours from far away. Their pelvis could not take the shock ours could and made them run more slowly through the woods for shorter lengths of time. And they couldn't speak or hear the differences in simple sounds like sit and sear. Or perhaps their ears were too attuned to the constant humming of the earth as it hurtles into space around the sun, and the sorrowful groaning of shifting plates made them too crazy to mate. The next poem is called Preparations for the Day When. Prepare to stand by on hold this for me because I want to hold on. Prepare to take off what you want to take off. I will look at what is left, if left alone. Prepare to land at my father along. You'll know all about. The hand is quicker than the need to be quick. Prepare to hand in your resignation as the first step by step, closer and closer with the beat and out of tune. Prepare to tune out all distractions. Prepare to catch the magic of pelagic life. That's way too deep to depend on something as undependable as the preparations made each day for distant certitudes, future maybes. Prepare to stop listening to voices. Prepare to resist conscientiously. Prepare to prepare for the cleverness of every day and the cunning of night. Prepare to fire away at every sound you hear. Prepare to stutter words to morning darkness. Prepare the placement of your hands against the quaver of the flames, each sudden bounce of light melting preparations for a frown into liquid smiles that make me want to stand and hold you. Prepare to stand by on hold.